They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule, or so I'm told.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh, really?
Will this be your first visit to Charlian, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
Are you all right, Tataru?
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. It's just... we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellsbent... And, once again, I have to stay back. I'll hold you to that.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Hori! Coulternay! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we... Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return. We will too, of course. Aye. We your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
We're set to sail!
I'm excited to see Charlian. I wonder what it looks like.
It's time.
I've heard so much about it.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Have a safe journey, and please...
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent. And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Here. Feel. Think.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt. Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face at last, my warrior of light, guided by the crystal. After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Eidolon has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable.
I forgot the Ascians had to sacrifice their own people to Zodiac to forestall the end.
Then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlayan's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
Then let's go. Let's go! Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen. There she is. Good old Sharlayan.
Oh, I see it.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Looks like the White City of Gondor.
Indeed. 'Tis as Sir Estinian saith. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlayan proper.
Sup, man?
Hey, how you doing?
There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
Haha, Rich. I thought that was you. How you doing, buddy? You at work right now?
Good, thanks, had to stop by. The chat audio interrupts the game.
Yeah, it's alright. I don't mind it. It's fine. It's just a little delayed, so when I say something to you, it's like, takes a second to come back.
Interrupts the compelling dialogue.
You want me to turn it off? Does it bother you?
Sharlayan,
I can see
the
the
solitary
text chat on my
island
phone.
nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So
I think that would be better for this type of game. I don't know, that's my take.
Your would-be allies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're the only one that was talking so far, but I'll turn it off. I mean, you are right. That's.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship.
When I don't have my phone
What's
up,
next,
it's
then?
easier to know when
Entry
I'm going.
applications?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
I'm gonna turn it off. Oh, you gonna play and stream
Hasn't
something?
Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers?
play some,
Those of
Modern
us
Warfare?
without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
It is true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders, especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed.
Oh, you don't have the new one? I thought they... Wasn't it... Were they beta testing it or something? Or maybe I think you could play the single player if you had pre-ordered it? I don't know, thought I heard something like that. Dude, I was stoked just a little while ago. I finished the hardest boss in Doom Eternal. So it's all downhill from there. I did it on my nightmare run, man. It was pretty tough. But I got it done. I was excited as hell.
The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit.
In the other room, so I was like trying
Considering
not to shout,
Sharlayan's views on
but I
intervention,
was fucking pumped.
I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions.
Ooh, both of those games are fantastic. I nearly platinum Spider-Man and The Last of Us Part 1 I've played multiple times. Same for the second one too. I loved them both. I know a lot of the fans didn't like Part 2, but I liked it just as much, or even more than the first one, to be honest. Although it did have its flaws. It was a little story, like the way they delivered the story was a little messy sometimes, but still a very good game. Yeah, I've been playing the shit out of Doom Eternal, man. I love that game. If you haven't played it yet, highly recommend. It's really fun. Like, I played Doom 2016, and that was a good game. And then I got to Doom Eternal, and that is just a great game. Oh, you beat it for the first time. Oh, no shit. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I remember that day. I remember playing it for the first time. It was great. It's the remaster of the game still looks amazing. Even now. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it, man. It's good.
Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldesion.
I hope you like it, man.
And our ostensible reason
like,
for being here is to aid in their order's restoration.
Because so many of the fans were, but I mean, I wasn't, dude. I thought the game was fantastic. Really, I loved it.
Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
Yeah, man. Hopefully, this week I only got a few more things left I want to do in Doom Eternal.
We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city.
I should have that finished up this week.
Would you be so kind as to process our entry
focus on God of War?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahatir of the Students of Baldesion at your service.
Are you going to play the, what was it, the DLC for part 1? Is that what it is? Or, I don't know what you call it, but Left Behind? Am I going to stream Ragnarok? Oh, hell yeah. I got the whole week off work, dude. I might play the game, like, straight through. And just stream it all. As, you know, as straight through as I can, you know, while still trying to sleep occasionally. Obviously, I'm not going to play like the 30-hour game straight, but yeah, the Left Behind DLC is it just kind of tells more about Ellie's backstory from before she met up with Joel. It's pretty good. Well, I mean, I'm not distracted by streaming, man. And lately it's been cool because now I'm starting to get a little bit more used to it. So it's kind of like having someone there with me, even when no one's really there. But at least you know, I'm talking to myself and future viewers, so it's whatever. Oh, you do your first playthrough off stream? I mean, you got more viewers than I am, so you probably have more people watching. Yeah, I get that. But it's like I want to capture that. It's that reaction, right? You want to capture that reaction of the first time playing it, like that. Oh shit! Oh wow! Moments, you know.
I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today.
Yeah, the bad thing about doing like your first playthrough is when you're lost on a puzzle and you spend an hour trying to figure it out and it's really boring. It's probably boring for viewers too. Or when you're just wandering
and
around
it seems
aimlessly
some few
sometimes.
of your companions are
I tend to
also
do that
Archons.
often.
If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola rule.
Dude, so many people are going to be streaming Ragnarok as it is. I doubt I'll get too many viewers from it.
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main room.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
Alphino Leveilleur.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And Alize Leveilleur.
Did you play the original God of War games? By any chance? Yeah, that would probably help, dude. I don't ever tag any of my stuff.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that,
I'm pretty lazy about it, man. But they're probably
the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny. And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
We shall keep that in mind.
Excuse me, man.
These last two are not Charlian
getting
natives,
cold.
but you will find their
My
credentials are
allergies
in
are
order.
acting up.
An application was made in advance.
Name and occupation?
And it is a title well earned, I can assure you.
An adventurer by trade is what your documentation indicates. No mention of this particular title. Self-appointed, I take it? Either way, your employer seems willing to vouch for your character, so I shall, albeit reluctantly, grant you entry. Champion.
What was it I was thinking, man? After I finish Ragnarok, I might go back and play the Final Fantasy VII remake again too. I mean, I've nearly platinumed the game, but that game is just so much fun. It's so badass. It's worth
Justinian
replaying.
Varlino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
if you'll allow me.
Yeah, sure, no problem, man.
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning.
I have every confidence in my chosen company.
Croyle!
Likewise. Long voyage. There is much to discuss, but this is hot. Oh! Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
Oh yeah, they were great, man. I love that OG trilogy. God of War 3 is... I mean, I still play that game about once a year, so... Oh yeah, it's fantastic. They have a remastered version available on PS4. It might be in the PlayStation Now library, actually. Yeah, God of War 3 was... I mean, that game was awesome. That opening of that game, dude, is just fantastic. It's so brutal. Ah, yeah, there you go. Yeah, right on, dude. Get some use, you know, put it to use if you have it. This is pretty cool, man. They've been talking about this place in lore for like the past 10 years. We finally get to see it in this expansion. It's nice. Crimson Red? Oh, nice. Yeah, I had the all-black one. I started playing this game on my PlayStation 3. That's what it launched on. But yeah, I played BioShock for the first time on my PlayStation 3. Last of Us. God of War games. I don't remember what else. I think the Uncharted games, too, possibly. Yeah, yep. Yeah, man, they had a really rough launch, and the game was like pretty much broken, and they destroyed the the world in game, and when they did that, they also destroyed the game itself and revamped the whole thing. Uncharted 3, Revengeance, Final Fantasy 8, White Knight Chronicles, 13-2, Dead Space, Bioshock, and Fallout. Well, there's a lot of good games on there. I haven't played White Knight Chronicles, but I played 8 and 13-2. 13-2 got a lot of hate, but I didn't think it was as bad as people made it out to be. Dead Space is freaking great. Bioshock is great. Fallout 3 is great. Revengeance I haven't played, but I heard it's badass. Yeah. You jump around between games a lot too, huh? I do that when I'm bored, but if I find a game that I'm really into, that's like all I play. As you can see with Doom Eternal, I was really into it, so I pretty much played that like nothing but Eternal for the last 2 months. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. As long as you're having fun. Yeah, like I said, the really great ones, dude, I just like obsess over. What was I think Final Fantasy VII and The Last of Us Part 2. I loved both of them, like I said. So as soon as those were some of the only games, as soon as I finished, I went back and played it through a second time. Doom Eternal. I mean, I'm playing New Game Plus or whatever you want to call it, harder difficulties. But I've played it 3 times now. OGF7 was the greatest, dude. I mean, I was playing that when I was, I don't know, 14, 15 years old. And yeah, those were the days, man. For the bromance trophy, I know! I saw that on there too. That one's so hard to get. You gotta like follow a guide to get that. Did you just rush through it? Put on God mode and just rush through the game? I like that they added that. You know? I mean, I know it kind of takes away from the you know, the meaningful fights and or whatever, but it's nice for people that have already played the game a bunch and just want to experience the story all over again. Oh, we got some stuff I've never seen here before. That's cool. Yeah, the first time, dude, I remember maxing all my characters in Final Fantasy VII. Nothing but 9s across the board. I don't know how I beat Final Fantasy 12. Oh, I know that. I only played that one time, but I really liked it. But I never got to. I like tossed some important items, and I wasn't able to attempt the super bosses in it. And I never went back and played it again. But that game was that game was really good too. I mean, I've liked pretty much all the Final Fantasies that I've played. I haven't played 9 yet, but and I haven't really played 13-3 or Lightning Returns, whatever you want to call it, or 15. But I have 15. I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet, and 9. 13-3 was I don't know. I played a demo of it, and it was not that great. Because Lightning is the only character, so I don't know why they did that, but the Mistwalker trophy? What's the Mistwalker trophy? Oh, was that in 12? Oh, the struggles of the completionist. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, those RNG trophies are always tough, man. no matter what game it is. Yeah, shit, I was streaming Shadow of War and Little Nightmares, and I kind of abandoned both those games for the time being. Shadow of War was really good. I actually was having a lot of fun with it, but Elden Ring came out and I got stuck on that. Yeah, Shadow of War is awesome, man. It is a good game. I don't know how much more I've got to go in it. It's so long, especially if you're trying to do everything. There's just like so much content in that game, so many things to do. But the combat is just so fun, dude. The combat is like addictive. I think they did it perfect with the difficulty too. Like the Nemesis system is great. I mean, dude, I can't wait till other games are able to use that. But how some of the enemies would adapt on you. I mean, you're basically a one-man army, but you will die eventually if you keep fighting. The archers will kill you. Those archers are a pain in the ass. They didn't try. They did. They did trademark the Nemesis system. That's why no other games can have used it. Which sucks. It's such a dick move, man. I mean, I kind of get it though. That is like, it was something brand new, and they totally came up with it, and they probably don't want everybody, riding the success of their game, but still a dick move. Yeah. This game is actually, Square trademarked this crossbar thing that they have going on here. You can't see what I'm doing with my controller right now, but if you look at the way these crossbars are set up, that's trademarked, so no other game can use it. And it's really good for MMOs, like any MMO. So it kind of sucks too, but yeah. Place reminds me of Gondor from Lord of the Rings. But not destroyed and in the middle of war. Yeah, some of them are really cool. There's like a forest one where you can climb up the trees. They're gigantic, and that one's pretty neat. It's probably my favorite one. Yeah, I like this game, man. It's kind of cheesy sometimes. Well, a lot of the time, but the rating is really good. And the story is actually pretty good if you pay attention to it. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, I just trapped myself? Oh. The sapphire weapon, yep. Yeah, most of the fights aren't too difficult until you get to like the real top tier ones, and then those are like insanely difficult. Those are like some of the most complicated fights I've ever done. I'd have to watch a guide for like a week straight before I could figure them out, and even then it would take like another week to practice. Oh, I know, the weapons in the new one. I can't wait to see it. Just everything about the new one is going to be great, man. I can't wait to see what they do with the whole story, and it's going to be awesome. Oh, nice. Yeah, dude, that's what I wanted to try. Some of those super bosses sounded nuts. I never got to fight them. That's awesome, though. Congrats. It's a very good notch in your belt, sir. Oh, can I go check out this statue? Oh no. Visible wall. Bummer. Yeah. Man, I don't know how people, I don't know, like, you know, some of the people didn't like the Final Fantasy VII remake. I don't understand that at all. They wanted just a, I guess they just wanted a shot-for-shot remake of the original. I'm like, yeah, that might have been cool, but what we got was so much better. Because it wasn't just a a shot-for-shot remake. It's like a sequel. It's a whole mess, like a whole bunch of sequels. I did not pay attention to what these characters said over here. Yeah, man, I'm down for the change too. Definitely. It's a whole new story. Yeah, I've seen all kinds of theories about the game too. I won't spoil, you know, throw a bunch of spoilers in your ear. What could be spoilers, but there's a lot of theories out there. Oh, alright, man. I'll talk to you later, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. This is cool.